What comes to mind when you think of moving to Philadelphia in 2023? The American Revolution, the Declaration of Independence, the Liberty Bell, my favorite, the Phillies cheesesteaks, or the epic scene from Rocky when he's running up the Art Museum steps. Known as the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia is a modern city with a unique vibe steeped in history. If you're considering moving to Philadelphia, here's my personal list of the pros and cons, kind of based on first-hand experiences. I was born in Philadelphia at St. Agnes Hospital. My mother and father were born in South Philly, and I've lived in the suburbs of Philadelphia for many years, and the city has played a very big part of my life. Hey guys, Diane Cardano, your guide by the side. If you're moving to Philadelphia, I'm talking about today the pros and the cons of living in Philly. And if you want to learn more, make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure you contact me if you're moving to Philadelphia. I've helped tons of people move from all over the world here, and I can't wait to help you as well. While moving to Philadelphia has many perks, there's a few things you may not enjoy about living in Philadelphia. Let's start with the cons, and then we'll hear about all the good stuff. 1. Crime rate. Like many cities, the city of brotherly love is dealing with a crime problem, consistently ranking above the national average in terms of crime, especially violent offenses. It makes the top 100 most dangerous cities in America list every year. So much of the crime is concentrated in the north, west, and southwest sections of the city. 2. Wage taxes. The city of Philadelphia levies a wage tax on employees who work in the city, no matter where you live. The additional tax is just under 4%, and it comes out of people's paychecks in addition to all other, federal and state taxes. So people living in Philadelphia have more pay deducted than their counterparts in other Pennsylvania cities. 3. Liquor licensing laws. Philadelphia's peculiar liquor licensing laws make it fairly difficult for a restaurant to obtain a liquor license, meaning that many restaurants have a BYOB policy. So if you'd like to have a glass of wine or a cocktail with dinner, make sure you check their liquor situation when you're making a reservation. 4. Government regulations. Philadelphia is not the city of brotherly love when it comes to regulations. If you want to upgrade your property, like a deck or a new kitchen or bath, you need a permit. And Philadelphia license and inspections, they take 3 times longer than most municipalities to get an approval to do any construction. So it could take a year to get anything done. Also, the city is politically a mess. It's overregulated, overtaxed, poor city service, failing school system, and more. But these regulations make it difficult for businesses to stay open, and many businesses are moving from the city to the suburbs. Parking nightmares. Like all other large cities, Philadelphia has its parking challenges. Philadelphia was a city that was built before the advent of autos. Since that time, it's been playing catch up in designing new spaces for parking. So finding parking in the city is incredibly difficult, and where it does exist, it's often very expensive. Number 6, job market. Philadelphia job market is one of the least healthy when compared to similar sized cities. The number of universities and hospitals in town, meaning a growing job market for education and healthcare professionals. But if you're in a different profession, you will find employment a little bit more challenging while living in Philadelphia. So as such, I don't suggest moving to Philadelphia unless you have a job lined up. 7, lastly, the traffic. Philadelphia is an increasingly congested city. If you need to drive to work after moving to Philadelphia, you may be in for quite a commute. It's rated the 9th most congested city in America, with commuters spending an average of 112 hours per year in traffic. Ouch. Let's move on to the pros. I love this part. Number 1, prime location. What I love about living in the Philadelphia area is the ease in traveling, for whether it's a quick flight or a road trip to New York or Washington, D.C. or many other fun places. There's no shortage of weekend getaways. My favorite about living in Philadelphia is being around 1 hour and 15 minutes to the South Jersey Shore, such as Avalon or Ocean City, Atlantic City, or Sea Isle, where you can be on the beach, body surfing and playing volleyball, or going water skiing out in the bay or paddleboarding. And in the evening, the nightlife is hopping on all the shore towns, with each town having its own vibe. Number 2, history and culture. As one of the oldest cities in the nation rich with history and culture, it is the home of Independence Hall, the birthplace of America. And if you're a fan of the arts, Philadelphia has a vibrant art scene with world-class museums and galleries, and the Franklin Institute always has these wonderful exhibitions, and it has a fantastic summer camp for kids of all ages. Number 3 is public parks. For a city of its size, Philadelphia has a remarkable amount of green space. Fairmount Park alone spans like 4,200 acres, and it's considered one of the largest urban parks in the United States, and it features countless trails, biking. I love the biking and hiking there, playgrounds and picnic areas, all for public enjoyment. Number 4, quality education. Philadelphia has well-known universities, and it's the home to one of the largest collegiate populations in America. Now, some of the city's top universities include Temple, that's where I got my master's, and Drexel University, the University of Pennsylvania. And increasingly, what I think is very interesting is that a higher than average number of the city students choose to live in Philadelphia after graduation. Number 5, hospitals. Philadelphia has fantastic hospitals, such as the Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania, Thomas Jefferson Hospital, and also St. Christopher Hospital for kids. Number 6, sporting events. The Philadelphia fans are very passionate about their sports teams, from the Phillies to the Flyers, the Sixers, and the infamous Philadelphia Eagles. Never a dull moment in Philadelphia when there's sports involved. Then there's also the famous Manioc Wall, with a 17% incline where the Philadelphia International Cycling Classic begins there and it also ends there. And lastly, golf. If you enjoy the game of golf like I do, Philadelphia area has plenty of fantastic courses, both public and private, for you to score your pars and your birdies. But don't take my word for it. Come experience Philadelphia for yourself and see if the city is right for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to reach out to me if you're thinking of moving here to Philadelphia in 2023. My information is below. Just call or text anytime. Let's have a chat about moving to Philadelphia and the suburbs.